I'm here. You don't have to adjust your volume. You don't have to wonder what's going on. I'm here. Um, Originally, this was supposed to be the Survivor Series recap episode about me completing the Big Four. I'm just trying to get my words together because I am like genuinely devastated right now. This morning, it was released that Mandy Rose has been released from the WWE due to supposed OnlyFans leaks, due to some fan putting this information out there that they paid for. Um, and so Mandy Rose has been released from the WWE. I'm really trying to pick my words very wisely here. But if we're just going to go through a quick timeline, for those of you not aware, Mandy Rose's brother just passed away a couple months ago. Then, as we all know, she lost her title last night to Roxy or Roxanne or whatever the fuck her name is. Lost the title to her, and then this morning she lost her job. So she lost her brother, her title, and her job in a matter of months. Not only did she lose her title completely cold, and by cold I mean no toxic attraction. There was no build to the match other than the fact that, you know, they had previous matches and Mandy called her a little girl and stuff like that. And she won the Iron Survivors challenge. But other than that, there was absolutely no build. There was absolutely no story other than Mandy had beaten her before, but there was not really any story as to why she would win the championship right now, as to why she would be some type of underdog. And originally, I was going to record the Survivor Series recap episode, as I stated in the beginning of the episode. And as I wrote my script, the first 5 minutes of my script is me highlighting Mandy Rose's 413-day title reign. And pretty much as soon as I finished the script, I did it at work. As soon as I finished the script, I went on break, and Mandy Rose had been released while I was at work doing her script. Um, Mandy Rose was champion for 413 days, and that's the thanks she gets. Mandy Rose's brother died, and she was back. Excuse me, she was back in your company to help build your women's division in a week. That next week, she took that week off, and that following week, she was back there after her brother had just died. Um, she was originally scheduled to pass Shayna's 1,416-day streak, literally 3 days away from passing the streak. The match was originally scheduled for New Year's Evil and then was rescheduled to last night. And I just genuinely don't even know what to say. I'm actually wearing Mandy Rose's shirt right now. I wore her shirt this morning just as a, thanks for 413 days as champion. And they literally released her as I'm wearing her fucking shirt. uh, like as you see, Mandy Rose has been in my intro since season one. Mandy Rose was really one of the first wrestlers, if not the first wrestler, to share my posts on Instagram and repost my story. Um, and it's been going on years now, and it was a weekly basis up until I moved to Vegas, really like around August. Um, she was sharing me on a weekly basis. I congratulated her when when she won the title. Um, I have just about everything Mandy Rose here. I have Mandy Rose face wash. I have a signed picture. I got the Mandy Rose merch. I mean, I'm just honestly heartbroken. I'm honestly heartbroken. I know I had said on Twitter that I hadn't felt this way about a release since Emma was released, but I don't even feel like this is the same with Emma being released because while Emma May has liked one or two tweets on Twitter, I've never had a real interaction with Emma. I've met Mandy. Mandy opens all of my damn DMs, all of them. All of them say seen. Whether she reads them or not, whether she is just opening it and swiping it off her fucking screen or not, I don't give a fuck. It says seen on my end. That's all that matters. She opens all my DMs. She watches my story. Mandy Rose was one of the first people to tell me Happy New Year this year. She sent me the signed picture. I won her fan contest this year. I was her fan of the week last year. I'm just genuinely devastated. I'm genuinely devastated. Like, I'm not even over her losing the title yet. And on top of her losing the title, she was just released. I've been a supporter of Mandy Rose since Tough Enough. And then she had her couple of matches in NXT, and then she debuted on the main roster with Sonya Deville and Paige. I mean, I feel like a suspension would have worked. A suspension would definitely have sufficed. They couldn't have suspended her indefinitely and brought her back in 3 months. They could have suspended her for 2 months without pay. But just a cold out release after she has literally carried your company for 413 days. That's the thanks she gets. Working through her brother passing, working through all of this. This is the thanks that you give her. Less than 24 hours after losing her title, she's released over a supposed OnlyFans account that she's had the entire time she was champion. It's not like this OnlyFans just came about yesterday. And then, she was 400 days and they just found out when she was 412 days in or something like that. Mandy Rose has had that OnlyFans, View for Fans, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what it is, but she's had it forever. It's not something that just came out of nowhere. Like, it's not just something that just happened. I feel like WWE 100% needs to fix this. WWE definitely needs to fix this when you take into consideration that one half of your tag team champions right now, your male tag team champions, was doing pornos, three-way porno, threesome porno videos a couple years ago, and now he's currently your NXT champion. I also want to talk about how I didn't even know about this, but I've been doing the I Stand with Mandy Rose on Twitter. And if you're listening to this, please just open your Twitter and type in I Stand with Mandy Rose with the hashtag. Just type it in. It'll work. You never know what can happen from just a simple hashtag on Twitter. I will confidently say, I'm not even going to hesitate. I will confidently say that I am 100% one of the pioneers, if not the pioneer, of Give Emma a Chance on Twitter when that was a thing a couple years ago. If you type in Give Emma a Chance on Twitter, I pretty much guarantee that you won't see any account more than you will see mine, which is @NameDown on Twitter. And that is exactly what I'm about to do with I Stand with Mandy Rose. I didn't even know about this, but Austin Theory apparently has nudes all over the internet, and he's the WWE United States Champion. Xavier Woods has all type of porno videos that have been out for all kind of years. Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, I don't know which one, but they both have a plethora of DUIs. The last DUI that Jimmy or Jay, whichever one it was, the last DUI they had, they got it on a Tuesday and won the tag team champions on a Friday, and they've been champions ever since. They're still champions right now. Go look at the beginning of that title reign. He wasn't suspended, he wasn't reprimanded, he won the titles on SmackDown. Austin Theory apparently has news out there. Xavier Woods, as I just said, wasn't Paige sitting at the table saying "fuck WWE" under a WWE contract, sitting next to Alberto Del Rio? Wasn't Paige doing sex tapes with not only Xavier Woods but all type of shit she was going through with Alberto Del Rio? She was going through like a drug phase. I don't know what kind of phase she made it through. I'm very happy that she made it out alive, because there was certain points where it didn't seem like she would. So don't get me wrong. I'm definitely very happy that Paige survived all of that. But during that time, when you look at all of that time when Paige was going through all of that tough time and having all of these issues with Alberto Del Rio, and then she wanted to get away from Alberto Del Rio, all of that time she was under contract. They never released her one time. One time, in fact, she was Teflon. In fact, she was Teflon. They welcomed her back with open arms, told her welcome home, and Alberto is damn near blacklisted from ever coming back to the company. But Mandy Rose, you want to release after she's carried your division for 413 days. The standard is unparalleled. It's unparalleled. And also, I want to know, how does this happen when you have a chairwoman sitting in office? Sure, the content she posted was explicit or whatever else. Sure. I haven't even been able to find the damn nudes or the leaks or whatever it is. I haven't even been able to find them. So they couldn't have been that much. I'm almost under the impression that WWE went and subscribed to the OnlyFans to see what she was posting, because I haven't been able to find the damn leaks. And usually on Twitter, you find shit like that. You find shit like that. So the fact that I still haven't even found these leaks, and I didn't even really start looking at them until she lost the title, because I'm like, you know what, if it's this serious, I want to see what it is. Because at first I thought it was just because she had posted like a subscribe thing on Instagram, where it was like, subscribe on my Instagram, and it was like $9.99, and I was actually gonna do it when I get paid. I'm still gonna do it when I get paid, but it was like $9.99 or something like that. And I thought she was trending that whole day after she announced it. She announced it like that night, and then that whole next day she was trending. So I thought that it was just the Instagram link. So I don't know if she was posting stuff in that Instagram link or what the fuck. But the point that I'm trying to make is they couldn't have been that fucking bad if they're not everywhere. I haven't seen them, so they can't be that bad. There's apparently some guy on Twitter that has put out the leaks. I do have his information, but I'm not going to say his name here or anything like that. I don't believe in free promo. But I do have his information, and I was just waiting on confirmation. At the time that I made this script, I didn't have confirmation, but now I have received confirmation. And at this point, I don't even care if it was really him or not. But his account is coming down. Apparently, Mandy Rose just DM'd this person and asked him to remove the post or the picture or whatever the fuck it was. And they told her to DM, they told her to send him $1,000. And then he would take it down. That's what they told Mandy Rose. Send me $1,000 and I'll take it down. And then Mandy threatened to have his account deleted, and then he deleted the post or deleted the tweet or whatever after she said, okay, well, I'll just have your Twitter deleted. And then somebody told me, had the audacity to say that I was clout chasing him. First of all, you only have 9,000 fucking followers on Twitter. So you ain't that motherfucking popping. I got 11K. And, you know, a lot of my followers aren't like wrestling fans. So my wrestling posts aren't really that interactive because a lot of people that aren't wrestling fans, that's besides the point. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make right now is that the double standard is crazy. This guy's Twitter is absolutely coming down. It is absolutely. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that this person does not have a Twitter. I might call into work tomorrow to make sure this motherfucker don't have a Twitter. I genuinely do not know what to say. I am genuinely at a loss for words. I am very rarely at a loss for words, and I even have a script here. Not a script, but you know, I do the bullet points. I even have the bullet points, and I'm still at a loss for words. Mandy Rose already said this, but she was literally one of the first wrestlers to acknowledge me on Instagram. She wasn't one of the first wrestlers to share my posts or anything like that, because I've always had really good luck with that. Somehow, knock on wood, I don't want it to stop, but I've always had really good luck with like wrestler interactions. But on a consistent basis, Mandy Rose definitely takes the cake on a consistent weekly sharing basis. 100% she takes the cake. And I appreciate that so much. I never take it for granted. Like, I just don't even know. I just don't even know what to say. I guess I'll do the Survivor Series recap episode tomorrow or sometime this week. I don't even know. After I got the news, I had to go back into work, and I felt physically sick. I felt physically sick. Like I had to throw up. Mandy, it's very unlikely that you will hear this, but we definitely love you. We definitely support you. We definitely stand with Mandy Rose. And you have to come back. You have to come back. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't feel like I've ever felt this way about any release. Even with the mass releases, I feel like it wasn't that bad. Well, the mass releases were bad, but I feel like it wasn't that bad because it was such a big group of people every time it happened. But for it to just be a single release for somebody that you've just been following and interacting with for years. Like, this isn't something that's been months or a year or two. This has been like 3, 4, 5 years. Me and Mandy have been interacting on Instagram. So like, I just don't even know how to wrap my mind around this. Honestly, I don't. Um, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Thank you, Mandy Rose, for 413 days as champion. WWE, you have to fix this. You have to fix this. Survivor Series recap episode coming sometime this week. I don't know. This is completely fucked up my mood. I don't know, but it's coming. And lastly, I stand with Mandy Rose. Please make sure you go ahead on Twitter and type in the hashtag I stand with Mandy Rose. We love you, Mandy.